What's up, gamers? And today we're going to talk about why Guilty Gear Strive is a KuSoGay.
KuSoGay? I like that name.
And before we get into today's topic, we want to thank our amazing fans after the positive reception of last podcast and our historical recounts of Daigo Umehara's rise to being the leader of Capcom. We got some fan mail. Backshots, do you have the fan mail?
Yeah. So, music sensation Broski said,
wow.
It's peak, mate. It's just peak. KuSoGay podcast is a Yoey gay. I know why Ellinger and Shots made it. Problem X. You know him from the guy that had his meat out in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
He said KuSoGay podcast. Yeah, versus fighting. Twice in a row. He said the KuSoGay podcast is a peak Clark podcast, mate. He said KuSoGay podcast is peak Clark core.
Wow, I didn't know that. Noah the Prodigy said kill yourself. And Double Kevin's Barber said thank you for the kind words about my trims, G. No problem, Double Kevin's Barber. You do a really good job at those fades. Now, should we get on to the topic of today's discussion?
Yes!
All hail Kuso, Strive players rise again.
Down.
Always DP, never trying to defend. Nothing can stop you now. Slow release schedule with no neutral left to lose. You win.
Bow your head slow, all hail Kuso. Bow your head slow, all hail Kuso. So, Ellinger, why is Strive a KuSoGay?
Well, Guilty Gear Strive is well known within the FGC for being a KuSoGay, and a contender for the worst fighting game in history. It remains a main stage title at FGC events, as Daisuke Ishiwatari, the frog responsible for the shit game, pays organisers with a seemingly endless blood money supply, which he built up from his support in the wars. Event attendees even walk past Guilty Gear Strive setups and yell things like, "KuSo!" But why is Guilty Gear Strive such abysmal dog shit?
Well, what a great question, Ellinger. Well, we might as well start with the elephant in the room. It's on the tip of everyone's tongues, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zato 1.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Zato 1 has ruined the competitive Guilty Gear Strive meta since its first conception in 1982. He has a stupid sock puppet that allows him to loop unblockable attacks from full screen and zero weaknesses. You can't even block his stupid command grab, Arbiter Sign.
Arbiter Sign?
Resource. It's Arbiter Sign!
Arbiter Sign! What do you mean you can't block it? You can't block.
You can't even block it. You hold back, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. This game's sucks.
Not only that.
Yeah, what else? What else does it do? There can't be more.
Not only that.
No.
Infamously garbage characters like Jack Hose and Lewis Dickinson that need to manage a resource. They need to manage a resource.
We have to manage a resource just to play this shit, man. We have to manage
to play this shit game. They have to manage a resource. And Zato 1 gets unblockable Arbiter Sign.
It's insane. It's shit, mate. It's just shit. Listen, like, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've been out here working on the farms, managing my resources with my minions. And I've just had this Zato 1 with his ludicrous disjoints, his stupid sock puppet Oki with the stupid frog, which Daisuke must have modelled after himself, I'm convinced.
No!
It's true. So, I'm having to deal with this shit. I can't block. I can't block anything. Help me. I can't make him stop managing his resource. He doesn't have a... I don't get it anymore, man. I don't get it.
Real characters need to manage a resource. Why does Zato 1 get away for free?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Kai Kisuke has to manage a resource. He has to manage Shock State. Now, that's high effort. That's high effort resource management. Meanwhile, the blonde dickhead, fucking Zato 1.
Man, blonde characters get away with that. And Kai Kisuke? Sin Kisuke? They have to manage these real resources that use skill?
It's true.
Oh, but blonde privilege over here. He just gets to throw that frog. I think if we really want to explain how someone could conjure such an abysmal dog shit game like Guilty Gear Strive, I think we need to delve back to history. Ellie, do you remember what happened on June 28th in 1918?
Oh, I just had a flashback. Yeah, I remember. It's like it was yesterday. Well, the thing is, that was the scene of Moment 37 in 1918, where we attended as fetuses. Now, our Frank Ferdinando, just in thong, who was just in a thong, was assassinated.
What?
Assassinated! You were there, live on stage.
He was assassinated!
than none other than our Gabriel Philip Daigo the Way Umahara. Of course, Daigo the Truth Umahara did not act alone. Did you know this? He had a secret lover who was pulling the strings the whole time.
The whole time!
The whole time! He was none other than Daisuke the Frog Ishiwatari, and he was aware of his lovers. They were lovers, by the way. I think I mentioned that. He was.
They were lovers.
Yeah, Daisuke.
Secret lovers.
Yeah.
He was pulling the strings the whole time.
Literally, Daigo was abysmally dog shit at the games, and that's why he played some of the worst early KuSoGay, like Shit Fighter 3 Turd Strike. Knowing that Kuso. Knowing that Daigo the Light Umahara would fall to a real gamer like Justin Thong, Daisuke intervened and developed a sinister device.
No!
When Justin Thong won Evo by chip damage, Daigo the father... Yeah, chip damage, you know, like that's why there's a character called Chip, alright? Because it's chip mechanic. Daigo the father was able to save himself and steal the game and basically assassinated Justin Thong. Now, back Daigo, level 3, Dr. Lab, Ryan Zan, level Geef 3, shots, finance. Do you know how we did that?
Yeah, I know how we did it. We actually attended. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. We attended Evo Moti 37 as babies, as fetuses.
I didn't know that.
When Daigo the son, Umehara, famously fumbled his way into parrying Justin Thong's attacks and won Evo, which he did.
He did.
After the set, we actually asked Justin Thong. We're good mates. He saved my ass back in Istanbul.
Oh, did he? That was him.
He said his shitmate. Yeah, that was him. He said his shitmate. It's just shit. Shit Fighter Turd Strike is a KuSoGay. I don't know why Daigo did that. Shortly after that, he had a panic attack and left in the Thongmobile.
Ah, right, because of the parries. He's got PTSD.
Because of the parries, he had PTSD from that moment. That's how we got Sam Show.
It is. Watch the previous podcast for more.
What's the previous podcast? But little did Justin Thong know, Daisuke Ishiwatari, Daigo's former lover, who was in love with him, he rigged the match. He replaced Daigo's famed Umi stick with the Chinese cheat box.
No!
An evil device that he crafted himself. Yeah! An evil device that he crafted himself. And you're not going to believe this. It plays fighting games for you.
No! What? Why would he do that?
He's evil!
Oh, no!
The Chinese cheat box allowed Daigo to Chinese fumble his way into a Chinese tournament win against an obviously better Thong-clad player.
Oh, no.
Daigo would go on to win Guilty Gear XX twice at EVO, carried by the Chinese cheat box.
Twice with the Chinese cheat box?
The Chinese cheat box.
Oh, no.
This calls for an ad break.
Oh, God, save it. Save it. So, Backshots, you know, we were talking about, like the fan mail came in, you know, Double Kevin and his both of their awesome trims.
Oh, yeah, they had sick trims.
Yeah, so,
those two guys.
Have you ever noticed that Punk's trim is complete dog shit?
Punk's trim?
Punk's trim.
Hard to call that a trim.
It's literally, it's not a trim. Like, I don't know. It's kind of look like the Echidna, bro. Knuckles the Echidna.
Like, the red hedgehog.
Yeah, that one.
The red hedgehog from Sonic and Friends.
Yeah. Knuckles the Echidna, the red hedgehog from Sonic and Friends. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he does kind of look like that.
Like,
he doesn't have the face shape or anything, or the bulk.
It's true.
He just kind of got that whack-ass trim.
It's true. No.
Have you seen KuSoNagi's trim, though?
Oh, dude, I love KuSoNagi's trim, dude.
KuSoNagi's kind of got that shit on. I don't know if you've seen that. You know, he's got that shit, like, fresh, you know? He turns up to events looking smart, looking nice. Must distract his competitors, I gotta be for real.
Like, honestly, I'm just bringing up a picture of KuSoNagi and, like, wow, what a man.
What a handsome fella.
Like, oh my god, like...
It's hard to believe that he shares the stage with Knuckles the Echidna.
It's ridiculous. Like you've seen Punk. Like we're very big on fades here, right?
Yeah, we're big on fades.
Yeah, KuSoNagi, like he doesn't rock a fade, but like he's completely like properly trimmed, and
Yeah.
the sideburn doesn't go into the beard. The beard's its own separate thing, and it looks fantastic. Hell, this dude even has a square lineup, and he doesn't need it.
Amen.
Like-
we should get this guy's barber on the podcast,
Oh
honestly.
my God,
That guy kind of
please.
deserves everything.
I think his name's like Downtaken or something.
Downtaken, the barber for
The barber,
KuSoNagi.
yeah, the barber for KuSoNagi. Well, if you
Oh,
take
he's
a
gonna
look,
peak.
if you take a look at Punk, right? If we're talking about like beards as well, because trim's kind of like. If you look at Punk, it looks like shit.
It kind of just looks like a bush, like a hedge.
Like, but back before, like he couldn't decide whether he just wanted the chin or he just wanted the mustache. So he combined them both and made a doubly shit Kuso trim.
He made the Kuso trim.
He made the.
I heard
Yeah.
he didn't even like shave or anything to make that. He just cut off his pubes and sort of stuck them to his face.
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I think he would have better look on the lineup and the receding if he just got his like cheek box or whatever, put it up to his head, and then like shaved around it to get the square shape.
Yeah, that's kind of fire actually.
Yeah, it's kind of fire. We're kind of
Maybe he could add that shit on. Because have you seen Young Punk? Young Punk kind of had that shit on.
Yeah, young Punk looked.
Young
alright.
Punk was a handsome fella.
Yeah, like he had the fade. He had a
He
fade.
kind of fell
on
from
his-
grace.
He kind of fell from grace. He did. Like
He started sticking pubes to his face.
I don't know why he did that.
It's shit. It's just shit, mate. I really don't know why Punk did that to his face.
I don't know either. I don't know why he shaved off his two front teeth either, but I think that's a thing for the other time. You know, we were at Evo. We're always at Evo.
Yeah, we're always at Evo every year since its conception.
Like, we were close to both of these guys because we're, you know, big respect for KuSoNagi. We were near KuSoNagi, and Punk happened to be. Well, it was really weird, right? We were just walking around like Artist Alley or whatever. We were just looking at all the cool like merch that we could get, you know, because we've got fat pockets full of cash. And like, just out of nowhere, Punk comes around the corner and like he's walking all weird and stuff, and he puts his hand on like these fight box, what they're called, arcade machines, and like he's putting his hands on these like weird dong like appendages on them, and he says, "Calm down, KuSoNagi. I'll always be your headache."
What a freak.
It was weird because like KuSoNagi came back and he said, "Headache? The only thing giving me a headache is your fucking trim." And we like started bursting out.
He said it in a French accent though.
He said, sorry, that was translated. You know how we're like polyglots.
Yeah, we're polyclots. We speak loads of languages.
We speak loads of languages, including Chinese, where we're from. So yeah. What did he say in his native tongue? I'm trying to remember this.
His son. He said your trim's bummer clotted, mate.
He said, "Lay your trim is giving me headache. Mange un burger." Like I don't.
He said mange un burger, and then he said, "Punk, the only thing giving me a headache is your shit trim."
He did.
He said that shit word for word.
It was scared, bar for bar, word for word. I was scared. Personally, I was scared. I got like I got a little stain in my trousers from that.
I don't get nervous, right? But I was getting a little shaky.
Just
You know, I've been in a lot of fights.
Yeah, no, I know you have. I mean, you are the throat slitter of the Scarlet Moon, the Crescent Moon, even.
Which they call me in China.
Yeah, because of your basketball skills.
I think we could tie this back, really, couldn't we, to our story about KuSoGay Strive.
Yeah, we could. I think it's time that we stop the interlude. I think we've calmed down after the awful assassination. I feel like it's time to do our job like professional.
Amen.
Back to the cast. So, Backshots, if you could summarize the upsetting tale that we just told of our own experience and anecdote.
So, this bare pussy clot, Daisuke Ishiwatari,
The frog.
just straight up carried Dingo the father Umehara's career.
Wow.
He gave him the Chinese cheat box, and he just fumbled his way into beating the legend Justin Thong, who was just in a thong.
What happened after that? What happened after, like, so that happened, but like clearly they're not lovers nowadays because like Daigo ain't playing the game anymore.
Well, that's a mighty fine question, Ellie. You see, it didn't really work out between Daisuke Ishiwatari and Dingo. Daisuke Ishiwatari, I don't know if you know this, he's actually the genius behind Guilty Gear XX and Guilty Gear XXX Revelations.
Oh my
which
god!
named after Daigo's Jesus status.
It's true.
And
fucking hell.
Blaze Blue series.
Oh my god, he made Blaze Blue.
But this didn't sit well. The best game ever.
Yeah, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, the neutral footsies classic.
The neutral footsies classic. That's the one. The paragon of fighting game. Daigo, the bread and the wine Umehara. He didn't like that shit at all.
What?
Because as we all know, Daigo Umehara loves KuSoGay.
He does. Sloppy dog
He
shit
likes
KuSoGay.
polished shit games.
He does.
And so, I think, naturally, given the evidence, we could suggest that the reason they broke up is because Daigo only likes KuSoGay, and he was really mad about Daisuke Ushiwatari for bigging up the Good Games Legion.
Like, that's the thing,
As it
right?
were.
Because, like, Daigo didn't mind XX, so, like, you know, he won 2 straight Evos back-to-back because of Daisuke's input with the Chinese fucking cheat box, by the way.
Fumble just went 2 back-to-back Evos.
Dude, no one has ever won Guilty Gear back-to-back at Evo ever again, which is just more a supporting claim that Daigo is a filthy, stinking, dingo dial, down under, the bread, the wine, the father, the son, the Holy Spirit, Umahara, shitbag.
He's just shit. He's just shit, mate.
It's just shit, mate.
But that brings us on to the worst thing that Daigo has ever done.
What?
And Daigo's done some fucked shit.
Does it?
But Daigo might be the worst person ever.
What did he do? What did he do?
Well, because of this, he drove Daisuke mad.
He did.
Daisuke said, no, you don't like my good games? And he had to develop something that Daigo Umehara would like. To win his heart back, to win back his lover, he sold his soul, and he made worst KuSoGay, the most stinking, abysmal dog shit game I've ever played, Guilty Gear Strive, which is shit.
Guilty Gear Strive?
Guilty Gear Strive. I don't know if you've ever played it.
I have, yeah. Like, I'm part of the gay community, so of course I've played it.
Oh, so you're good at it.
I'm alright, yeah. I played Johnny.
Because everyone knows, since it was to get back his gay lover, gay people are automatically good at Guilty Gear Strive.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But it did attract someone, right? A sinister being. It attracted the biggest boy kisser on the planet. So big, his nickname is Big. They call him Big Leffen.
Big Leffen?
Big Leffen. It's also to do with his favourite show. Do you know about his favourite show, Elling?
Big Brother?
Yeah, Big Brother, which he watches on ITVX when he's not slobbering over an abysmal dog shit KuSoGay like Guilty Gear Strive,
Guilty
which
Gear
is shit.
Strive?
Like Guilty Gear Strive.
Wow, I didn't know that. You know, as a play, right? So just you know, after all of that, that's how the game is bad. But like, that's how it's KuSoGay. Right, the gay's in there for a reason. You know, I feel like that's not the end of the story, though, is it? Because the Chinese cheat box is still out there, and
it's still rampant.
Yeah, as a player from Chinese, much like yourself, I feel quite strongly about the development of our super weapon, the Chinese cheat box. I don't agree with this. I've fought against it for some time, and you know, I earned a nickname. They started calling me the Skull Crusher of the Scarlet Sun because
they did.
Yeah, they do.
Throughout China, they wrote tales about it.
They do. They wrote tales about it. You can totally look that shit up. I was talking to Sun Tzu and he said, "Man who go to bed with itchy ass, wake up with smelly finger." And I've taken that to heart forever and ever as we go against the smelly fingers of the Chinese cheat box users like Big Lef, like Daigo the shithead Umahara, and like Daisuke the Frog Ishiwatari.
No!
I feel like we've adequately described why Guilty Gear Strive is the biggest dog shit piece of shit video game ever, which is shit.
But chat,
yeah,
don't forget, we have fan mail open.
Yeah,
you could your nice words could feature in the next video, especially if your name is Broski. Yeah. Before we go, Ellinger, do you have our win quote of the day?
Oh, win quote of the day. Yeah, I think I'll use an appropriate one from Daisuke's almost magnum opus, Guilty Gear Triple X Revelations. I'm gonna rip out your damn hair! Which is what I say to Chinese cheat box users. Goodbye, everyone.